Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me for another exciting episode where we delve into the fascinating world of English vocabulary. Today, our word of the day is compensation. Now, what exactly does compensation mean? Well, in simple terms, compensation is a payment or something, typically money, awarded to someone to make amends for loss, injury, or suffering. It's all about making things right after something has gone wrong. It's a C1 level noun, so it's a sophisticated word, but we can make it easy to understand. Think of it as a way to balance the scales after someone has experienced a negative situation. It is used when something has been taken away or damaged and needs to be replaced or restored in some way. We often encounter compensation in legal contexts, business dealings, and even everyday life. So, let's dive deeper and explore how compensation is used in different scenarios. Now, let's look at some synonyms for compensation. These are words that have similar meanings and can be used in place of compensation in certain situations. One good synonym is reimbursement. For example, the company offered a reimbursement for my travel expenses. Another synonym is indemnity. We can say, the insurance policy provides indemnity against theft. A third useful synonym is reparation. Consider this sentence. The country demanded reparation for the damages caused during the war. Another synonym is recompense. We could say, he received recompense for the time he spent volunteering. And lastly, let's look at amends. She tried to make amends for her mistake by apologizing sincerely. Now, let's shift our focus to antonyms of compensation. These are words with opposite meanings, helping us to understand compensation by contrasting it with its alternatives. One clear antonym is penalty. While compensation aims to make someone whole after a loss, a penalty is a punishment or fine imposed for wrongdoing. For instance, he had to pay a penalty for speeding. Another antonym is forfeiture. Forfeiture means losing something as a penalty for breaking a rule or law. For example, the criminal faced forfeiture of his assets. We can also consider deprivation as an antonym, which means the state of lacking or being denied something. The deprivation of sleep affected his performance. Next is loss. Loss is simply the state of no longer having something or suffering a disadvantage, the opposite of being made whole. For example, the company suffered a significant financial loss. Finally, we can use damage as a concept opposing compensation, as damage is the harm that requires compensation. Example, the storm caused significant damage to the coastline. So, how can we use compensation in our everyday life? Well, imagine you accidentally spill coffee on a friend's laptop. You might offer them compensation to cover the cost of repairs or a new laptop. Or if you're injured at work, you might be entitled to workers' compensation. If a flight is delayed, passengers might receive compensation in the form of vouchers or refunds. These are just a few examples of how compensation plays a role in our daily interactions and transactions. Here are some more examples of compensation in sentences and phrases. The victim received a substantial compensation payment for his injuries. He demanded compensation for the breach of contract. She was awarded compensation for unfair dismissal. The company provides compensation packages that include salary and benefits. We offered him compensation to settle the dispute amicably. Seeking compensation for the damages caused is her legal right. The insurance company is responsible for providing compensation. He felt that the compensation offered was inadequate. The government provided compensation to the farmers affected by the drought. The compensation claim is still under review. So, to recap, compensation is payment for loss or damage. We explored its definition, synonyms like reimbursement, indemnity, reparation, recompense, and amends, and antonyms such as penalty, forfeiture, deprivation, loss, and damage. We also looked at how it's used in everyday conversations and situations. I hope this episode has clarified the meaning and usage of compensation for you. Thank you for tuning in to Hello Word. I truly appreciate you spending your time with me as we explore the English language together. Now, here's my call to action for you. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others discover Hello Word and expand their vocabulary too. And here's a fun challenge for you. Create your own sentence using the word compensation and share it as a comment below. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Remember, learning a new word and actively using it is the best way to make it a part of your vocabulary. I hope you found this episode helpful. I'll see you in the next one, right here on Hello Word. Keep learning and keep expanding your vocabulary.